Okay, so today is a special video. I would say a special moment for me and ESBICM and the ICU channel. So before going into the detail, let me tell you a little brief about why this day is special. So when I completed my fellowship in 2012, after that I used to teach the nurses or my colleagues, or I won't say teach, but I would have explained the things which were going in the ICU, and slowly more and more people started coming for asking queries regarding that. And then I made WhatsApp group of different ICUs in different cities, and I used to pop in and help them in whatever inputs I could provide them. So at that time I realized that over a period of 4 or 5 years that intensive care is something which needs to be taught very meticulously, and people are very much interested, but there is no such thing available, and if it is available they are very costly, which can't be afforded like that. So based on that, I founded ESBICM, Educational Society of Bedside Intensive Care Medicine, in 6 years later, 2018 to be specific, October 2018. And specifically we have made bedside so that the gadgets are not important, the thought process is important. Those who are working there, they are the core, they are the soul of intensive care, and they needs to be trained and they needs to be taught and whatever we know. So then we used to conduct workshops, CMEs, routine roundtable discussions like that. And then COVID struck. So we had no options left because the residents cannot come and overlap. There were limited number of candidates. So how do we teach? So what we did is we thought of recording the classes in our chambers and then sharing with those who were not able to come. And the platform which was available, because the file was big, was YouTube. So blessing in disguise, the ICU channel formed. Earlier it was bedside intensive care, then later on regular crisis, and then the current name, the ICU channel by ESBICM. So when I started, when we founded the ICU channel, one of the earliest lecture was on ventilation, because I understood that ventilation or mechanical ventilation in intensive care is a very different thing as compared to if you talk about the ER, if you talk about the OT, operation theatre. Intensive care, critical care needs a little more understanding of ventilators. So I made 2 videos or took 2 sessions in the class. It was just a glass in my chamber, and I taught and I recorded. I'll show you on the screen that one was on the basics of mechanical ventilation, and the other was on graphs of mechanical ventilation. So it was some 4 years back. I'll show you. Then after that there were many requests, so that we want to learn live, we want to interact. So 2 years later we took a live session on mechanical ventilation, in which we discussed basics, graphs and troubleshooting. It was some 4 hours live stream, and almost 1600 students from world attended. So that was the case. Let me show you first all those videos. So as you can see, this is, at the time the channel name was regular crisis, and this is master basics of invasive mechanical ventilation, 45 minutes. You see, it was somewhere around 4 years back. You see such views, and 4 years back, and it was of 45 minutes duration. This is basics, and this was of the graphics, master the basics of ventilator. It was just a chamber of mine where I'm teaching and recording on a simple mic and my iPhone or phone, whatever was there. It was also 4 years back. So the previous view lecture is still very popular. It has 136k views. This one has 127k views. Still it is a 50 minutes session. And then this is the live stream which I'm talking about. Mechanical ventilation concepts, graphs and troubleshooting. It was taken 2 years back. It was done 2 years back. Still has a good 50k amount of views for the 4 hours duration. It was viewed by 1600 students live. And so for the last 2 years since then, I have been receiving many requests to have one-to-one classes or small group of batches classes for mechanical ventilation, especially in intensive care. So last year I decided that okay, we'll give it a try, because taking so many students becomes a challenge. So I founded criticalcareclasses.com, which somehow could not be came into live mode. We developed it, but it could not be finished, so we blocked it, and we have kept in the pipeline. Same way we have acquired ICU.in for the same purpose, and we have kept it like that, but we could not materialize it because of my academics and other commitments were there. I was also studying. Still I have to study a lot. So, but this year, for the last 6 months, I've been receiving many emails, WhatsApp, that please, not only doctors, nurses are also approaching that we should have a course on mechanical ventilation, though other courses requests are also coming, but this is very coming. So finally I was thinking on that, and finally I decided that we will start a mechanical ventilation course, which will be known as the MechVent course. The MechVent course, mechanical ventilation course, which is the short form, and it will be a specialty certificate course for mechanical ventilation in intensive care. So the duration will be 6 to 9 months. So, but then I thought of what should be included in the course. So previously I posted a video in which I asked for the feedbacks, that what should be included. I posted a form. I asked you on the email that what should be included in the comments. A lot of you posted. But then I realized that the best way to understand what should be taught, how it should be taught, and what is the feedback, how it should be modified, is to teach actually, to have a course and then see what we are missing. So what I am doing right now, from starting today, will be starting the pilot batch of the MechVent course, which means the course is not officially launched, because when it will be launched, because will be my personal course, and I need to devote time for that other than the ESBICM and the ICU channel activities. So it will be a paid course later on, and just to keep the society sustainable for that matter. So from my personal accounts, the society will be funded. So still it will be not very much high, it will be in a nominal range. But as of now, what we'll do is, for the first pilot batch, the course will be completely free, no charge at all. It will be pilot batch. We'll form a small group of students, and myself together will have the classes. We'll see what is your requirement, we'll understand, we'll explain in a matter, we'll discuss whether the slides are working, or whether the chalkboard approach is working, or how you do want to get explained, whether you want live classes more, or whether you want recorded classes more, you want PDF lectures more. So all these things will be discussed in that. So what you need to do right now is, there is a form I have made, which is, the link is given at the description, in the description of this video on YouTube. Also, if you go to esbicm.org, there will be a link on the form. You need to fill that form, and make sure while you are filling that form, you give very much attention to what is asked. It's a more or less all the options are there, but you need just to select what is the actual case scenario, what you really want, and select what is your current status of understanding. This is very important, because I will go through each of the entries personally, and over the coming weeks I'll sort it out some applications out of them, and I'll call them or I'll contact them personally, and they will form a group. As of now, the only requirement is you need to have an ESBICM membership ID, which is very easy. It's free of cost for lifetime. You can go to esbicm.org, apply for a ESBICM membership, and once approved, you will get a ESBICM membership ID, and that ID number you need to post in the form. And if you already a member, either it will be in your email, WhatsApp, or if you can just log into your membership panel or member panel or esbicm.org, and there will be a membership ID. So that's the plan, and over a period of 6 to 9 months, we'll learn together, we'll evolve together, we'll make mechanical ventilation so comfortable that once we have done this course, we will be very confident or I would say comfortable in managing patients in the ICU on ventilator. So that's why earlier we started by a random group of discussions, then we formed a society, then we have some classes, CMEs like that, then we went online. It's a one way sort of interaction. Then we have live session in which there was by chat we had two-way, and now we are entering in one more arena where we will have face-to-face interaction and develop something which will help the candidates or students in the future. So that's why it's a special moment. So now if you are interested in the MechVent course, which is a specialty certificate course in mechanical ventilation in intensive care, if you need to enroll in the pilot batch for that, go into the description of this video. There is a form link, fill it, or you can go to esbicm.org. There is also a form link, fill it, and if finalized, I'll call you personally or I'll contact you in email personally. Make sure you put the email very correctly in that. So that's all for now. See you when we'll start the course. Thank you.